text, right? The first five books of the Bible. Yeah. So, Deuteronomy 11, verse 1. Therefore, love the Lord your God and always keep his mandate and his statutes, laws, ordinances, and commands. You must understand today that it is not your children who experience or saw the discipline of the Lord your God. His greatness, strong hand, and outstretched arm, his signs, and the works he did in Egypt to Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and all his land. What he did to Egypt's army, its horses, chariots, when he made the waters of the Red Sea flow over them as they pursued you, and he destroyed them completely. What he did to you in the wilderness until you reached this place, and what he did to Dathan, to Abram, the sons of Elam, the Reubenite, when in the middle of the whole Israel camp the earth opened its mouth and swallowed them, their households, their tents, and every living thing with them. Yes, this really did happen. What they thought they had, they were swallowed up by the ground that they walked on. Is that possible? Is it possible? When he made the waters of the Red Sea flow over them as they pursued you, and he destroyed them completely. What he did to you in the wilderness until you reached this place, and what he did to Dathan and Abram, the sons of Elam, the Reubenite, when in the middle of the whole Israel camp the earth opened its mouth and swallowed them, their households, their tents, and every living thing with them. This is an eyewitness account that's writing this. Verse 7. Your own eyes have seen every great work the Lord has done. keep every command I give you today, so that you may have the strength to cross into the promises, the land you are to inherit. Say, if you just follow the instructions, the righteous inward laws within of law that carries you through, it's not our Father saying you must obey, you must do this, you must do that. It's for your own benefit that you do this. And so, as it reveals later on, I'll show you. And so that you may live long in the land the Lord swore to your fathers to give them and their descendants a land flowing with milk and honey. For the land you are entering to possess is not like the land of Egypt from which you have come, where you sowed the seeds of irrigation, where you sowed the seeds and irrigated by the hand as in a vegetable garden. But the land you are entering to possess is the land of mountains and valleys, watered by rain from sky. It is a land the Lord your God cares for. He is always watching over it, from the beginning to the end of the year. No matter what mankind does, my Father has pockets. He protects it. He always will. You will never destroy my Father's masterpiece, this earth. It is his masterpiece. And he wishes his sons and daughters to enjoy the fruit of this masterpiece. It's yours. This is what it will become if we just listen to Father and love his creation, and care for the beautiful earth that he's given us as a gift of love. Not a prison. It has become a prison. It has become a place of unbearable torture that was never meant to be. Listen. This is a loving Father speaking to his daughters and his sons, whom he dearly loves. You. Listen. Verse 13. If you carefully obey my commands, I am giving you today to love the Lord, your God, and worship him. Oh, we worship Trump. We worship our politicians. We worship our superstars. Our Father deserves the worship. These do not. Let's give the worship to our Father who loves us. If you carefully obey my commandments, I'm giving you today to love the Lord your God and worship him with all your heart and all your soul. I'll provide rains for you from the land in the proper time, the autumn and the spring rains, and you will harvest your grain, new wine and oil. I'll provide grass in your fields for the livestock. You will eat and be satisfied. Be careful that you are not enticed to turn aside worship and bow down to other gods. Whether it's your husband, your mother, your father, or whatever. Be careful. Be careful that you are not enticed to turn aside, worship, and bow down to other gods. Then the Lord's anger will burn against you. He will close the sky, and there will be no rain. The land will not yield its produce, and you will perish quickly from the good land the Lord is giving you. Imprint these words of mine on your hearts and minds. Bind them as a sign on your hands, and let them be a symbol on your forehead. Teach them to your children. Talk about them when you sit in your house and you walk along the road, when you lie down and when you get up. There's an opportunity every single moment in time to our children just to point out a little interesting point about our Father and how you're looking after the beehive nest, and you see the wonderful honeycomb. Yeah, look. This is our Father. He put in the Fibonacci code. Look at that, sweetheart. See that? Look at the, see the pattern of that. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. And now look at it. See how it tastes? Come here, have a taste of this real honey. Real honey. Oh, there you go, sweetheart. What do you think about that? Isn't Father amazing? Yeah, man. That. It's not preaching to them religious fucking shit. It's relating these stories about how how he brought them out of Egypt, and it's amazing, It's a stories that we should never forget. No. So, he says, write them on your doorposts, on your house, and on your gates. The Jews know about this. So that as long as, not that we have to do that, it's symbolic. You don't have to do that literally. But the Jews do. Okay? And I don't condemn them for doing it either. Do what you will. There's nothing wrong with it. Write them on your doorposts of your